Welcome back, children. Last video we were seeing about the format specifiers, right? So percentage D for integer, percentage F for float, percentage C for character and percentage F for string. Yes? See, what is meant by the format specifier? A series of characters form the string. The format specifier used to store a string value is percentage S. Yes? A string is declared with the array of characters like this. Your name is percentage S. Right? This is an example program where you are declaring the string. See, character, name 25. Up to 25 characters, the name can be. Okay? So, up to 25 alphabets, this character name can store up to 25 characters. This is the array, that is collection of characters. Got it? This collection of characters can be get the input by percentage S and it can be printed using percentage S. Got it? Yes. Apart from characters for percentage C, a single character, we are having percentage S format specifier for getting the series of characters. The string is declared with the array of characters. So declaration of the string is like this: character, name 20. See, listen carefully. Declaration of integer, int, variable name. Declaration of float, variable name. Declaration of character, char, variable name. And here declaration of string, character, variable name with the array, C square bracket and close the square bracket. Here a maximum number of characters you can store in this variable. So here maximum we are having 25. So be specific while declaring the string. This is the syntax for declaring the string, that is character, name and the array up to which the character maximum number of characters you can store in the name. Got it? Then we can go into the printf function. C has an output function called as printf, which is in stdio header file. So used to display the output after a certain operation. So for printing the output in the window, that is monitor or your console, printf text or output. For example, printf percentage D. This percentage D will give the compiler that the A variable is an integer. Got it? So this is the example program for printf. Printf output is what is there in the printf. Clear with this? The use of scanf and printf? Yes? Yes? Okay, so to display an integer, percentage D comma number. So in scanf, and symbol is used, but in here no and symbol is used. So include stdio, include console input output conio, void main integer number 42, print percentage D number. This is for displaying your integer as the output. To display the text, integer character name. See, integer character name up to 20 we can say Reena, age. Printf, hello, this Reena, you are 13 years old, name and age. So to display the text along with the output using printf. So this is your output. Hello, Reena. Reena is in character name, right? Name, you are 13 years old. Yes, this is the program to have the string and integer part to print. Got it? The next one is launching your Turbo C. So launch the Turbo C compiler. You want to launch the Turbo C compiler first. The Turbo C screen is displayed. And choose the file new option to open a new window. So this is how you will be launching into Turbo C. Saving a C program. Choose file save option or hit the shortcut F2 to save the C program. You want to choose file save option or hit, that is to shortcut key F2. You want to hit the shortcut key F2. Assign a file name to the program with .c. The maximum length of the file name is 8. Up to 8 characters only you have the file name. Okay. The next one, compiling a program. How will be compiling the program? Once the program is written, compile the program by choosing Alt plus F9 key. So once the program is written, you want to compile the program by choosing Alt F9. The compilation process checks for the program error. See, after compiling, it will check it. If you are having errors, it will display. Otherwise, it displays success. If there is no error, it displays success. And if you are having error, it displays the error. Got it? Debug the errors, if any, in the program. Okay. So, once the program is written, compile using the Alt plus F9 or in C. Compile will be there. You want to compile there. In the menu bar, there will be a compile. So, you want to compile or you want to press Alt plus F9 key. The compilation checks for the error. If it is fully correct, it will display success, or else it will show the errors. So, debug the errors. You want to correct the errors if error is there in your program. The next one is executing the program. After compiling the program, execute the program by choosing run in the menu bar or by pressing Ctrl plus F9. Alt plus F9 for Alt plus F9 for compiling, Alt plus F9 for compiling, and Ctrl plus F9 for executing the program, that is to run the program. Or else you can go to the menu bar and go for the run option there. Okay. The console or output window appears. When console or output window is not seen, hit the keys Alt plus F5 to make it visible. So, when the output window is not seen, you want to click the Alt plus F5 to make it visible. Okay. Next one is closing the Turbo C. How will be closing Turbo C? Choose File, Quit, or choose Alt plus X to close the Turbo C. So, you want to go for File and Quit or choose Alt plus X to close the Turbo C compiler. Now, we'll see a small program. See. One second. See, this is the program. Integer ABC, printf, enter the first value, scanf, printf, scanf, and C is equal to A plus B, printf, and return. So, we'll see what is happening from the first. Okay. This is a GIF file. It will, from first it will come. Okay. Here integer ABC, it will come here. So, ABC, it will assign, execution begins, then go to printf. Enter the first value, the value is entered and it is stored in A. Then printf, enter the second value, it is printer. Then going to scanf, B, 7, that is value is given and it is placed here. C is equal to A plus B, 5 plus 7, it is 12. And printf, A, B, C. So 5 plus 7 is equal to 12. Then it is returned 0, everything will be returned to 0. This is your execution of a program. Okay. Then we will be going to tech concept. Any program can be launched without accessing the program menu using the executable file. So, an executable file is a file whose contents are interpreted as a program by a computer. Okay. Other than going, any program or app will have its corresponding executable file that like .exe, .php, like this, right? When we choose a program, the corresponding exe file is launched. Executable file named winword.exe is invoked when the application MS Word is launched. Yes, run option under the start menu is another way of launching the program. By typing winword.exe in the run dialog box, we can launch the word. Instead of going to start and going to Microsoft Office, searching for Word, and you want to click that MS Word. Instead of that, in the run program itself, we can type winword.exe to open. Launch Word means to open the Word document, right? So this is another way. This is just to know your tech concepts, you know. Okay. So identify the exe name for the other Microsoft Office applications. Go there and check with the exe name. Go to your Microsoft Windows for Excel, PowerPoint and Access. What are all the exe name? Check it. Okay. Apart from accessing a file or a folder through the run command, you can connect your computer on your network. You can type the name of the computer by typing its path in the field like this, right? / double / computer name or locate through the browse button here. Through browse button also we can locate the computer to which you want to connect. So this is in this tech concept we are going to see, we saw about the run command in the computer, right? For what are all the run command is used. So the run command is used for invoke the program by choosing the executable file, and it is also used for your connecting to other computer, shared computer on your network. Okay. So apart from accessing the file, it is used for connecting the shared computer on your network. You can type the name of the computer by typing its path in the open field or locate through your browse button. Yes, got it? This is your tech concept. We'll see an example. See here. Here, run. See, winword.exe. See, your Word document will be opened. See. Yes. So likewise, what is the executable file for your Excel, PowerPoint and Access? Find it and write it in your activity here, right? We saw here. Identify the exe name for other Microsoft Office applications like MS Excel, MS PowerPoint and MS Access. What is the exe file? WinWord is for Windows Word, Microsoft Windows Word. So likewise, exe file for Excel, PowerPoint and Access, write it here. Got it? So with this, our second lesson is over. Okay. If you are having any doubt, you can ask me. Yes? If you are having any doubt, you can ask me. So thank you, children. So thank you. With this, our theory part is over, chapter 2. In the next class, we'll see about the C programming, small programs with the scanf and printf. Practically, we will see, and the project time which is given in chapter 2, we'll see and we will type it in the Turbo C and see what is happening. Practical session, and then your answers for the chapter 2, and it will be also given on Thursday slot. On Thursday class, we'll see the book back exercises and activity answer, and also the practical project time which is given in the chapter 2. And if you are having any doubt, you can ask me. I will try to clear it in Thursday session, all the doubts and how to run the scanf and printf. We'll see it in the next class using Turbo C. Thank you, children.